Hi, my name is Nubia, I'm 20 years old, and raising awareness for cystic fibrosis is important to me because I would like to show a positive but realistic view of what it's like to live with CF.
I use a week's worth of annual leave every year just to take my son to hospital appointments.
It takes at least 730 physio sessions a year to keep healthy.
Hi guys, my name's Sean, I've got cystic fibrosis, and one thing I like to do as part of my treatment is occasionally swap out some physio for a bit of skipping. It's a great exercise to do, it's dead accessible, dead cheap to get yourself a skipping rope online. You don't need an awful lot of space to do it, and it's great for getting your lungs working, getting that movement going and getting your heart rate up.
Okay, my name's Craig and I'm here to give you a rough idea of people with CF. This is how much we have to take. So the brown and orangey ones are enzymes for Creon. I also have Bronchitol, which I have 2 packs of 10 capsules every day. And Amos shake powder, which is basically just a protein shake. And Metrazole, so one of the yellow ones, once a day. Also have Colibri in the silver capsules, that's 2 every day inhaled. We also have flucloxacillin, so I have 4 of these black and orange ones every day. You then have the Decus Multivits, which I have 2 every day for a week. You have the Ciframycin, I have 1 every other day, so Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And then you have the Calci-G tablets, so I have 2 of those a day in the morning. I also have all these ones when I'm not on Colibri, which are Tolipod Halers, and there are 4 to take, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and when I need them, salt tablets and also a Ventolin inhaler. Quite a lot to take on, but there you go.
I rode 150 miles from Whitehaven to Tynemouth whilst on oxygen to raise money for cystic fibrosis care.
So being married to somebody with CF, I could tell you about all the little changes that we've had to make to our life. I could tell you about the care needs that I have to help him with. I could tell you about the chest percussion that I need to do when he's not so well, or about needing to do his toenails for him because he can't bend and breathe at the same time anymore. Or I could tell you about one of the biggest lessons that we've learned after having quite a tricky few years, and that is that you have to make every breath count. We know that we have to pull together. We're soulmates, we're best friends, as well as being married. CF is hard, and we just have to make every breath count.
If I want to have some crisps and I'm not planning on eating the whole bag, I have to weigh them. For these, I need 2 crayons.
3 weeks ago I was lucky enough to start this triple combination drug called Trikafta. In that time, since then, I've managed to run a 5k and I've gained over 20% of my lung function back. So this is a pretty incredible medicine and everybody needs it.
Dancing has always been a passion of mine, and when I decided to join ballet, I didn't only discover that I absolutely adored performing, but it's also done absolute wonders for my health, including my chest.
People with cystic fibrosis are used to having to pop pills when they eat, and while post-transplant that doesn't normally change, there are a few additional considerations. So things like no blue cheese, no runny eggs, no rare meat, as all these things are considered high-risk foods and advised not to be eaten post-transplant.
My name is Nicole, I'm 28 years old, and currently I'm on my 8th week out of 10 of doing IV antibiotics since February, and you can see my trusty little helper. His name is George.
The way the vest works is this machine inflates this vest through these hose pipes, and then it pumps air in and out, and that basically simulates manual percussion physio. The reason I have this is so that when I do need a really good bashing, I can do it myself. It gives me a bit more independence. I don't have to ask somebody else to do it for me, and I find it really effective. Machine number 2 is the Nippy Clearway. This basically, again, the machine pushes air through the hose pipe, through the mouthpiece, into my lungs, helps me reach my deep down areas and bring up some pretty nasty buggy stuff. These machines basically just make physiotherapy a little bit easier, a little bit more effective for me, particularly when I'm ill and I don't have much energy. These guys just make my life better.
A lot of people with CF struggle with their weight, gaining weight, and they struggle to keep the weight on when they've got it. And like myself, a lot of CF patients, they opt for overnight feeding through a feeding tube that goes into the stomach, sometimes up through the nose, but me personally, I opted for the one that goes through the stomach. These are the sort of dosages of feeds that we have. For me, that's a 500ml bottle, which would be 1 dose. Sometimes, depending on where my weight's at, I'll take 2 of those overnight. Now, these can take anywhere from sort of 3 to 8 hours to go through, again, depending on the dosage. And they go through just this feeding machine there.
I'm doing Emma's medicine.
Okay, so this is Nurse Daisy helping Auntie Emma with her medicine. Are you pushing it in, Days?
Yep, trying to.
Hi everybody, my name's Heather and I've got cystic fibrosis. I just wanted to share my lockdown bookcase with you. This is what a CF1 looks like. I've got diabetes as well, so you'll see some light diabetic meds on there as well. And there you have it. Lots and lots of meds that keep me alive every day.
So, when your mate is in hospital, he's having a rough time, you've got to bring him a gift. First dose of meropenem for the IVs. So 5 minutes for this whole 20ml syringe.
I have to do exercise every day to help with chest clearance.
From all of us here at the Cystic Fibrosis Trust, I would like to say a massive thank you for raising much needed awareness and loads of donations.
My name's Susan and I work for the Cystic Fibrosis Trust, and I would just like to say a massive thank you to all our supporters out there. We couldn't do it without you, and thank you to every single one of you.